Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Darth Marshall Builds here on Middle and Earth with me, Lewis Marshall. Today we're going to be looking at Lego set 76975, the T-Rex River Escape from Lego's Jurassic World series. Yes, that's right. We have a T-Rex.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh.
Say again.
We have a T-Rex.
So this set is based around the latest in the Jurassic World franchise, Jurassic World Rebirth, which came out earlier this summer. Links in the description for mine and Matt's review of that film, if you haven't already seen it. This particular set is 199 pieces and is based around the T-Rex River chase sequence within the film, which is actually pulled from a scene in the Jurassic Park novel, which wasn't actually included in the original film. So director Gareth Edwards has taken that sequence and he's put it in this film, and Lego have gone and made a set out of it. So if you haven't seen Rebirth yet, there are going to be some slight spoilers ahead, obviously based around this particular set. The character of Teresa and her family at this point have been separated from Scarlett Johansson's character of Zora and her team, and they're looking to try and find the way off the island. Obviously in the scene they come across a river, look across to the other side of the shoreline, they see a shed and there's an inflatable boat in it. So Teresa looks to cross the river to get the inflatable boat so that they can then obviously try and escape going down the river. But by inflating it, she then wakes up a sleeping T-Rex, which is well hidden in the massive overgrown bushes that are next to the shed, and then obviously the chase sequence ensues. So hence the set that we are looking at today. In this particular set, you get two minifigures. You get Teresa herself, and then her boyfriend Xavier, and then obviously the large T-Rex minifig. The main build of this particular set is obviously it's the shed, and then you get a nice bit of sort of the river shoreline, as well as the inflatable boat, which has a launchable play feature on from the shoreline. And then a Lego ATV, because what I'm noticing with Lego at the moment is they just like including a vehicle in some form of way in their sets. I suppose they've got to keep their record of being the world's biggest producer of tyres going in some form. As mentioned, play features that come with the set. You get a ability to launch the boat from the sort of little jitty that you get alongside the shed. And then the shed itself, the way that you build it up, it's easily sort of broken through by the T-Rex. You know, it's crashing through the walls when you've launched the boat to sort of enact the chase sequence. Onto the minifigures. So as mentioned, you get a T-Rex with this. It's probably my favourite of the figures that you get with it. It's very nicely printed. The detailing on it is fantastic, to really give it sort of that dinosaur look. It's also at a very good scale compared to the other two minifigures that you get. So obviously, depending on how you want to set them up, you really can tell that this is a gigantic dinosaur compared to the two little minifigures. The Xavier character, the way that they've designed this kind of looks like he's channeling his inner Jeff Goldblum. Don't quite remember his character having his shirt open like Dr. Ian Malcolm does in the original Jurassic Park film, but I might be mistaken. However, both the minifigures for Teresa and Xavier are both quite well detailed, particularly the way that they printed the legs. They've both been dual mold printed, so that you can tell that they're obviously in shorts and t-shirts because they were obviously on a boat earlier in the film. So the way that they've printed them gives that vibe that they are both still wearing their summer outfits before they were thrown off their boat. Bit of a side note, actually, by this point in the film, when you get the river chase sequence, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Xavier character. He does get a bit of a redemption further down the film, but at this point, I wasn't a fan, so I was kind of hoping the T-Rex was going to eat him. So if, like me, and you're not a fan of his character, then that's something that you can look to recreate with these figures and the T-Rex if you wanted to. The set itself, as I mentioned, is very nice. Nice little build, easy to put together. It is a little bit on the pricey side, as with most branded Lego sets these days, especially ones that are based on film franchises. It's currently going for £44.99 on the Lego store. But looking at that, you are getting obviously a large Lego T-Rex figure with that. Might be able to get it a little bit cheaper if you do look around. Places like B&M's and Smith Toys, they tend to rotate the Lego sets that they're having on discount at the moment, so certainly worth looking at one of those. You might be able to try and find it a little bit cheaper than what it is on the Lego store. Alternatively, it is actually, if you think about it, a cheaper way though of getting hold of the large Lego Dino minifigs at the moment, because if you are looking at some of the older sets, they've skyrocketed in terms of price. So if you're someone that's wanting to start building your own Lego Jurassic Park, getting these newer sets is probably actually a cheaper way of getting the dinos compared to buying second-hand ones. But yeah, no, it is a nice little set. It was I bought it purely for the T-Rex. I wanted a Lego T-Rex, so that was the reason I went to go for it. But I am a big fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, so it was inevitable that I'd eventually start getting those sets as well. But yeah, nice little play set. A little bit on the pricey side, but certainly worth it. That's all from me today. What did you think of this particular Lego set if you've got it? Are there any Jurassic Park / Jurassic World sets that you'd like for me to look at in the future? Drop a note down in the comment. And if I've got them, I'll do that. If not, I'll maybe try and pick them up. What's your favourite Jurassic Park Lego set, or what's your favourite Lego dinosaur if you've got any? Do let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you thought of the film itself. Again, link in the description for mine and Matt's and JJ's review. But until next time, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you again here on Middle and Earth. Thank you very much. See you soon.